Hello, 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 and welcome to the Kansas City Snap, where I am breathing in that good prana, and I'm putting it out to the universe, and I want you guys to receive it, and apply it to your lives as you choose to do so. And today, I have with me my sister, Paula Bently, because I do have to, of course, correct that, because I did say her maiden name earlier on another person's show. So, we're going to be on here talking today about numerous of different topics. Let me go ahead and allow Paula to introduce herself and just allow our viewers here to know what's she about. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Paula Bently, Paula Johnson, aka Bently, CEO and owner of Reflection, empowered by Keep It Pretty, and I'm just excited, and I thank Miss Mocha for inviting me on the show. She's been trying to get me on this show. Yes. So I am here. Thank you, ma'am.
See how beautiful she looks, y'all. Look at that.
Stop.
This is talking about keeping it pretty, okay? From head to toe. And about loving yourself, right?
Absolutely. And I was just telling her one of my famous sayings is to pour love into yourself. It's the highest frequency and vibration that we can do. Fill your own cup, so there's no need to look for anyone else to fulfill it for you. And before we even get started, sister, I brought you a Keep It Pretty package that I want you to have. And I know you've used some of the products, but I wanted to bring you a few other items.
Oh, yo, this is so sweet, sister. And a lot of people give me a lot of compliments on my skin, and I do want to let you guys know that, how it looks right now, this is because of the products, the Keep It Pretty products. So, let me see. Let's see before we start here. Let's see what we got here. She can let us know. Comments here.
Put my extra eyes on. Let's tell my age.
Bottle.
So this is the 4 ounce. This is actually the hair product. It's called Keep It Pretty. And this product has 13 natural oils in it, and these oils are to perfection. The shine in your hair, the growth of your hair, the healthiness of your hair, and
oh my God, this smells so good.
It is, and it's an amazing product too. I'm very faithful. It has helped a couple of my customers who have alopecia, and sometimes I'm even shocked with the results of the product. I really, really am. Not that I don't know that it does it, but sometimes, I'm just shocked myself. So if you're interested in trying the Keep It Pretty hair revitalizer, trust me, if you're having any issues with your hair at all, it's gonna correct it.
Can men use it too?
Dandruff, men use it. Actually, men have started using it on their beards. I have a couple of them that use it. They couldn't grow hair.
Them flavor savers, baby.
They couldn't grow it on their beard, and so they do use it. So you have it in the 4 ounce, you have it in the 8 ounce, and it actually comes in a liter and an 8 ounce as well. And this one doesn't have the label on it. This one actually comes with the dropper. which I'm gonna change because this one here has the spray, and yeah, people use it, foolishly with the spray. So I'm, changing it over to the dripper, and I'm waiting on the labels for the 4 ounce now. So Mr. Charles Edward Williams is working on that label.
Charles Edward Williams, we want to give you a shout out.
Yes, that's my partner in crime right there.
You want to give a shout out before we get started?
Okay, so I want to give a shout out to the Move in Love Foundation, Murad Bahayadeen, Charles Edward Williams, my children, of course, mom, family members, of course. I also want to my husband, Kenneth Bentley, and we'll just move on from there. I'm sorry.
I want to give a shout out to the first and foremost, the man that made this possible.
The Most High Yah.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I depend on him every day. I wake up every day. Yes. Okay.
Because he moved them mountains.
Yes, he sure have.
Look, y'all.
No idea.
Keep it pretty. Can you just tell us, Paula, how you started off with Keep It Pretty? Let me tell y'all. My sister always been talented. Always. And always taught me and anybody that was around us or even hung around us to keep it pretty. And keep that feminine side. And don't no man want no woman that's looking like a man. So, she just kept it real, and she kept it pretty. So can you just tell us a little enlightenment and tell the followers, look at that, y'all. How much is these shirts, Paula?
Those shirts are $15 now. They are absolutely on sale. And I have to say, before we get started, look, you wore me out. I just want you to know. They wore me out back in the early, was it 80s?
Yeah.
90s wore me out, okay? And I was the youngest. Well, my sister and then myself and then you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wore me out, okay? But anywho, Keep It Pretty actually came from a saying. I used to say it to myself because I was a hothead in high school. And always fighting, kind of took on a name of Miss T,
What school you come out of from?
Southeast.
Who?
Southeast High School. The best school. The best high school ever. Absolutely. Mr. Heron was the absolute best principal.
I love Mr. Heron.
Everybody
Rest in
loved
heaven.
Mr. Heron.
Come on,
That
salute.
was my guy. Salute.
Salute to Mr. Heron.
To Mr. Heron. So Southeast is where I graduated, but hothead, always wanted to fight, and my sister, Jill Johnson, she kept, she kind of, supported that. However, Keep It Pretty, once I started having children and things like that, I always wanted, my reflection mattered to me. It always mattered what I looked like on the outside and the people that were looking, because I always knew that I would work with children, which is what, programs for the children is always something that I created. I always wanted to create this safe haven for children from a childhood trauma that I had. And so Keep It Pretty was one of those things, because I always had people want to test me in the name, test me. So I would always say to myself, keep it pretty. Paula, just keep it pretty, keep it pretty. And so, it just stuck. It stuck, and that's why I named the program and the hair product and everything else, Keep It Pretty. And by the way, it has nothing to do with your outer exterior. Everybody thinks that I'm talking about your outer shell. We decorate that. Okay,
Absolutely.
we decorate that.
Absolutely.
The whole makeup. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, who are you when no one's watching? Right?
Absolutely.
Who are you when no one's watching? What is your heart? Like, your heart, what is that thing? How does it, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Who are you?
Because
Really?
God's watching, even though you don't think, no one's watching. And that's when you are in your biggest test.
Absolutely, you're right.
You want to just give our followers and our viewers just one of those good affirmations.
So am I
Looks like you got some people out here giving, what? Someone speaking on your hair products.
Oh.
Sheila O'Connor Rico.
Wow. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Sheila.
Bonjour. Happy New Year.
Look, that's my girl. I met her at a restaurant. Her,
Yes.
Kenneth, and myself. There was 5 ladies sitting together, and I promise I thought of the Golden Girls. I thought of the Golden Girls because they were older ladies sitting together, but they were friends.
Yeah.
And as I've gotten to know Sheila, and I realized that I love you too, Sheila. I realized they, by getting to know her, that they grew up together, and I was so jealous. I was super jealous because none of my childhood friends that I've gone to school with or have grown with are around. And and I find that and with that being said, I God don't make mistakes. And I believe that people are in your life for a season.
Yes.
It's for a season.
And a reason.
And a reason. It's a season and a reason. I like that. And I believe that.
Me too.
So I believe pour love into yourself. It's your highest frequency and vibration that we can have. You know what I'm saying? So fill your own cup. So there's no need for no one else to fill it for you.
Absolutely.
And I believe that. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, I'm so looking forward. Thank you, Mocha, for inviting me on the show. And I thank everybody that's watching. Hi, Edwina.
Yes, Eric
Pretty
David.
sad.
Hi, Eric. He coming in from Chi-Town. This is someone that I am totally looking forward to working with. We're doing some Latino beats and vibes with Venezuela. Lalo Mami. What's her name, London? Paula Mamami. Ooh, Eric, if you don't correct me, please. Because I know she's probably watching.
Right. And she gonna say, get it right, get my name right.
Get it right, get it tight.
Have to get on the show and tell us.
Yes. Please, and correct me if I'm wrong. Get on the show. My sister, my Latino sister, my La Familia. Okay? So what you think about what's been, your affirmation was just beautiful, and that's a lot what we need to go around in this world right now. And I just want to touch base on what happened a couple of weeks ago at the Capitol.
Oh my God! Like that was ridiculous.
Oh, hold on. I need.
That
to feel
was
this again before we
ridiculous.
start on this.
And
Please comment on what y'all feel about what happened at the Capitol a couple of weeks ago. Go ahead.
well, I think it was ridiculous, and I'm all for the impeachment. And I agree. It's been time to
Can we
remove
salute on
him.
that?
You keep wanting to salute, sister.
We got the salute on that one.
Okay,
We can't miss that.
Okay, well, let's salute.
One Voice Radio.
I agree. Okay. Right. Okay. So, but I agree. The what happened at the Capitol, it was ridiculous, and I couldn't believe it. And I watched it live, and the whole time I'm watching, I promise I could not believe what I was seeing. And for Donald Trump to not come down and say, "Hey, stop this foolishness," was even more ridiculous. But he just showed his colors. He showed who he's been all along.
All along.
All along. But the crazy thing is they knew that he was like that all along.
Yes.
A lot of the supporters, they knew all along. And it's sad.
Especially the buildings that was built by slaves.
Yeah,
not only have you, and
then
then disrespecting sacred grounds.
yeah. I'm really glad that Nancy Pelosi is doing what she's doing, and she's standing her ground. I tell you, what is it about these women in power? Look, man, come on.
Can we get a shout out to Kamala Harris?
Give a shout out. I was listening to some of her speeches, and I I just fell in love with her, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of what she's saying is a lot of what Reflections stand for. Which Reflections is a program that's been designed to cultivate resiliency through empowerment, motivation, and educating youth ages 5 through 18. You know, we're here to encourage our youth to pursue their highest level of self-esteem, self-love, through authentically being bold, confident, while striving for success, through exercising inner strength in which they may feel is unreachable. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself. You can be anything you want to be. And I tell people all the time, listen, and I had to learn how to do this. And I remember my ancestors, you know, the people that you know, was helping to mold me into the woman that I became today. They encouraged me to listen to my inner voice and listen to the first inner voice that I hear. And me, myself, and I challenged it constantly.
What is that inner voice called?
It's intuition.
Exactly. Say it one more time, sis.
Honey, find your purpose and believe in your intuition.
Okay.
I believe that. And you know, and at 49 years old and today, that's exactly what I do. I listen to myself. And, you know, and I'm constantly trying to encourage others too. And I've had to learn how to even pull back sometime from even doing that, because people don't always want to hear that. Sometimes they got to learn for themselves. You know, you have to make mistakes. It's nothing wrong with making mistakes. It's okay. Nothing is embarrassing. It's no big deal. You know, it's no big deal. And it's a lot of people that's embarrassed. You know, and embarrassed, and people embarrass them, and that leads them to suicide, and which is something that's really big amongst our people. It didn't used to be, but no, and I'm not even putting a color on it, because now it's amongst our people. Yeah, and I mean, and because people don't, you know. It's not about color. It's not. You know, and a lot of times, even, you know, I've been called prejudiced, and it upset my soul, because I love all the races. I love them. I focus on the little brown girl. I focus on the brown girl because we are the minorities that need the most encouraging most of the time. And that's why. But I love Reflections. Now keep in mind, Reflections ain't just for the brown. No, it sure ain't. I wanna let you guys know that. No, it's not. Our little vanilla baby dolls is out there too. It's about anybody that wants to be a part of the program. I encourage you to become a part of the program. It's, you know, we're gonna start in the spring. We're gonna have an aquaphonics program, robotics program, so many things. There's so many things that is under the umbrella, and there's a professional team of people working together for the greater good of everyone. And I encourage all races. Yes. Please. It's not about just the brown girl. You know, it's just that they need more motivation. And you know, and that's all it is. And you know what, to piggyback off of that, did you see that amazing poem that young lady did for the inaugural? I didn't get to see the whole inaugural. No, I did not. But since you said that, I will go back and look, because no, ma'am. You know, wait a minute, I want the young woman, my producer, what was her name? The young woman that did the poem for the inaugural, for the president. For the inauguration? Yeah, for the inauguration. It was Amanda. Was her name Amanda? You know, I saw her on the news. Oh, I didn't hear the speech. I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back. I love to write poems, and I love Amanda Gorman. And Amanda Gorman, I know because of the people that I'm connected to, I know that you are watching this, and I thought that I like to write poems, okay? Baby, you did it. Okay, you represented. All right, you represented
all women of all colors, and I just want to give you kudos out and shout outs, to making a difference in not just the young people's lives, but even the older people, the ones that are older than us, because we're Generation X.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, baby, we're the reason why you like Maya Angelou, and that you stood up there and did that poem that you did. And so I want to give you kudos out, for that. And that's just what you're speaking of when they talk about reflections, about changing the perspective lens of our future leaders, in the women and in the men, and allow them to know that they do have a voice.
Absolutely, you have a voice. One of the things about Reflections that I love so much is that those children will be able to be themselves naturally. We want to know what inspire you. What is your gift? Because I always encourage people to focus on the gift. What is your gift? What is your strength? And it's okay to go outside the box. And when you go outside the box, those are called hobbies.
Yes,
those are hobbies. And I've got tons of hobbies. Talk about hobbies. I have thousands of them. But my given gift is working with the public, working with the children, working with the elderly.
Making a difference.
Changing
that perspective lens.
Absolutely. And speaking of Charles, Mr. Williams, I've been talking to him about working with the aquaphonics program, because he's been doing an amazing job. Like these pieces, you got to look at these pieces. I still ain't got one, and I tell you, him and Kiki, his wife, Keisha Williams, they have really been tormenting me because I haven't gotten this pizza. But it's an amazing looking pizza, and I know it's good. I mean, the pictures and stuff. So, but I've been talking to him, and he's going to actually help with the aquaphonics program. He's been really educating himself on what's good and what's bad. I just had a doctor's appointment and found out that I am borderline diabetic, and I haven't told him yet, but he's going to find out from the show. And I just found that out, and it was a scary thing for me until I talked with my grandma, who said, well, that's reverse. You can reverse that. Pay attention to your food. So I will be calling and talking to him and some other people about it, because I don't want to be sick. Nobody wants to be sick.
Nobody wants to be sick. Everybody wants to be healthy. So, and you gotta be healthy to lead these.
To lead them.
Absolutely.
Yep. So I'll be talking about that. I'll be, getting with him about that. So, but he's going to run the aquaphonics program. So we're going to actually start our produce in-house. So we have an area at the campus ground, and the campus ground is coming along beautifully. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's coming along beautifully,
God
Sean.
is so good.
Oh my God. Miss Mocha.
Yeah.
And it's we're gonna start the produce in-house, and then by the spring we're gonna take it outside, and we're gonna plant it outside. But God has blessed me with so much land that we can do multitudes of things on there. Speaking of YD Party Productions, he's already starting a Jimmy Jam for our lot over there for the summer. And I'm super proud of my son too. But that's my mini-me.
Can we give that shout out? We got to give that shout out.
Shout out to YD Party Productions. Talk about the mini-me. Oh my word.
Love you, Chris.
Christopher Johnson.
Yes. My nephew.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So,
look, we about to get all gooey.
Look, we're not gonna get gooey on live. So
okay, but I want to know. Let's talk about. I'm so proud to be able to witness a woman in the White House as vice president, Native American descent, Jamaican descent,
Indian.
Yeah, that covers the Native American.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they said the Asian American.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out where that comes in at. But I know Jamaican. Her mother's Indian. Maybe it's because her mother's in South America. I don't know. She's just a woman in the White House.
Just because she's a female, that's feminine energy, right? I love, and she's so beautiful.
She's so pretty.
So confident. You know,
Cause you know how much mad respect to the new team in the White House.
and she stands her position too. If you ever watch her and she's standing behind Biden, she stands back and she stands in her position.
With her mask on,
And
she's like,
right. Wow, just fierce. Fierce. Fierce, honey. And I love it. You know, this feminine energy is powerful. You know, I was looking at all of the strong businesses. You know, Asha White. Asha White's another one. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Asha
Yeah.
and Tiffany LaVeaux.
Yes.
Honey, Tiffany.
shout out to Tiffany LaVeaux.
Shout out, Tiff. Do your thing, girl. And I have to give a shout out to Sharika Johnson, Sugarfoot's Boutique, which is having her grand opening on the 6th.
Oh.
So I hope you coming with me.
I am coming with you.
Please come on the 6th for all these plus size beautiful women.
Our BBW. Reva, I want to give a shout out to my boo, Reva Jane Jones. She gonna kill me because I can made up that middle name, Jean. But it just sounds so good. Reva Jane. I love you, boo.
Jane.
BBW. Plus size, beautiful.
Girl, when I tell you the clothes in that boutique is
Shay Hill.
ridiculous.
Shay Moore.
Jackie
Boo.
Embry. Yeah.
All my big, beautiful sisters.
Yeah. Oh, that boot. Look, her grand opening is going to be amazing. Sugarfoot's Boutique. Look
Where's
her
it
up,
located?
Sharika Johnson on Facebook. Yeah, I can't wait. Of course, I'm gonna be in there as staff. I'm staff on that day.
How much you call? How much do you charge to babysit?
Babysit.
Well, I'm just looking at your cup and I see that it's still full, and I just want to know how much you charge to babysit because I'm the followers is looking and everything. I know y'all watching me and my cup is there, and y'all probably like, dang, Miss Bentley ain't picked up her cup once, and I want to let y'all know it ain't water. I want to let y'all know it ain't water. Tell her to get in where she fit in for the 2021.
I just told y'all they wore me out. Wore me out. Back when they was younger, I had to tell them.
Oh, God.
They didn't want me to go with them nowhere. Why y'all didn't want me to go with y'all, by the way?
Oh, because you all... It's almost like that Byron. I'm
What?
sorry.
No.
Cause Paula, we couldn't have no fun. If
y'all
the big
can have
sister was in
fun.
there throwing the...
Oh, see, that's what
trying to
I'm
keep
saying.
us on that right track, y'all. But we had to live and learn. So some of us grow up quicker than
You trying to say I was old before my time?
No, you was. Oh, that's that soul. That's that God in ya. God.
Yeah, no. Whatever.
Y'all.
So I'm excited to be on the show and to be able to talk about all the different things that's happening, Sean. And I'm so proud of you, Miss Mocha. Miss Mocha Myers.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you, sister.
I'm proud of you
with
too.
everything, that has gone on, and just strong. I'm telling you, the strength.
Yes, because see, y'all know, I told y'all I was real sick.
But it's okay. Look at you now.
Look.
Just
look at me
glowing.
now.
Look at you
Look
now.
at me now.
Yep.
So, you want to, look, what else? Look, what shall we talk about? How many more minutes we got, my producer?
25 minutes.
Oh, shoot, we got a lot to talk about.
We got tons to talk about. So let's talk about this property down here. And I need you to come on down to the property. Do you understand? The property is about done.
Okay.
So I've transformed the entire house into sections, right? So you have an aquaponics where my office used to be.
Oh,
And so nothing but produce would be growing there.
beautiful.
Right? Then in the dining room, it's going to be set up as the education area, which has always been through the My Three Sons program. And speaking of that,
Oh, yes, go ahead.
the
Tell them how My Three Sons started.
Well, My Three Sons were, like I said, I always wanted to create this safe haven for children, make sure they were okay, and then I enjoyed teaching. Like she said back then, I was just trying to tell them, to keep it
My
pretty.
Three Sons is come from who?
I
My
have three
who?
boys. I have
That's
three beautiful, gorgeous men, three of them. And so that's where the name came from. But it was always, before I even started the preschool, I had a tattoo put on the back of my neck that says My Three Sons. So this was even before the preschool.
Yeah.
I just took it. And speaking of that, the Samara Kali symbol for reflections is named Samara Kali.
You want to explain that?
Those are my granddaughter's names. My oldest granddaughter is Samara, and the youngest is Kalia. So I was talking to Tiffany Laveau, and we were trying to create a name for her. And she said, Paula, name her after your grandbabies. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, what's their names again? And I said, Samara and Kalia. She said, Samara Kali. And then I never looked back. I love the name.
I love that name too. It's so
I just
beautiful.
love the name. And so we have the reflection. I always say reflection 5, but it's actually the reflection 6. The 6th one is young lady by the name of girl, stop. I just threw a blank. Cheyenne Christopher. Girl, she's gonna kill me. But Cheyenne Christopher.
Cheyenne.
It's my best
Hi,
friend's
boo-boo.
daughter. Hi, boo-boo. So you have Nevaeh Hunter, Samara Moore, Kalia Johnson, Zyla, and then you have Cheyenne.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Beautiful girls.
Yeah.
And anywho, so I don't know where we were going with that.
But
Because
if y'all
we're talking
want to
about
know
so
more
much stuff.
information about reflections and getting your children involved, again, you can
Go to the
get a hold of
website.
her on the website at
www.reflectionkip.com, and you can also reach out to me at 816-977-4989.
let's go teach them some etiquette, some
Etiquette?
guide.
Can you repeat that slowly again?
Okay. That was pretty fast. Okay, so it's www.reflectionkip.com and the number 816-744-0400. And so anyway, reflections is, they're going to learn about their bodies. So we have Dr. Katrina Bently, who is the doctor of the program. And she's going to be teaching the girls about their bodies and the different changes that they're going through, so they don't have to hide. I remember as a little girl, some friends of mine, when they would start their menstrual, they would use socks and all these different things, or they would hide it, or they were embarrassed and they just didn't really know what was happening to them, and hiding the stuff in drawers and different things like that. So we want to prevent that in the future for our young girls.
Absolutely.
We want them to understand that that's just a part of puberty and growing up and becoming a woman. And so then you have skincare. We're going to teach them how to take care of their beautiful
Just
skin.
all different types of things about being a woman and being a goddess, and taking care of your hair and your skin and your teeth and your feet and your nails, and
How to wash your clothes and
how to
fold them
stand
properly.
and how to sit and eat properly, and don't put your
Etiquette.
elbows on the table when you're at dinner, especially with a man.
Yep.
So
all of that.
all of that good
The
stuff.
expectations of how you're supposed to be treated, so that you don't settle for less. 'Cause you
Never.
don't have to do that either. But it's it's not all about that too. We'll get to have fun.
Yeah, and you learn
cake
more
and
about
sip.
that once, we don't want to give too much about the program. You just got to go in and see what it's about and enroll your child and, then we just, go take it from there,
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What do you think about, let's talk about today's music before we end this, and how you think it is affecting our children. Do you think some of the rappers are good role models for our children? Do you think that love is still in the slow jam song?
No. No.
Who's your favorite up-to-date artist?
You know what? That's a catch-22 because all I listen to for real, is our old school music. I still like
Can you hit me with an old
Luther,
school?
Whitney Houston, and I still like
Can you hit me with an old school?
old school. I still like the old school. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of this new stuff today, it's okay, but I don't think that they're teaching young adults what real love is through music anymore. I don't get these women dancing to the songs where men is calling us bitches. I'm just saying. I thought a bitch was a dog.
Yeah.
And, excuse my language, but I'm just, I'm at a point in my life now where I'm just keeping it real.
Charles Williams, what you think about what Miss Paula talking about?
Mr. Williams.
I mean, I really
love you
think about that. I mean, because that is not.
It's not in the music now. You find it's sporadically sprinkled in, but not for real. No.
Yes.
It's not. And this is one of the reasons why the program, because women need to know. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to settle for less. Look. Love yourself, beautiful brown girl.
Yes.
Whatever girl.
Yes.
Pretty girl.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Love
Pretty
yourself.
girl rock.
Pretty girl. I like that song, by the way.
Who's a pretty girl
Rock. Yeah, that. There you go. Love and happiness.
That's what we need.
Yeah, you don't find it much anymore. And it's sad. I was just talking to a lady the other day, and we were talking about this very subject. And I wouldn't trade my childhood for the childhood that these children have to save my soul. Even when we had that really good snow, and it was good snow. It was the snowball kind of snow.
Yeah. Snowman
you
kind of
can make
snow.
the snowman. No children were outside making snowman.
They sure wasn't. But I bet you they was building that group on that PS3. Bet you they was building them friends on TikTok.
Yeah, yep, absolutely they were.
Sad.
And when my grandchildren come over, I don't allow it. I'm like, look, let's go out in the garden. My husband, he has a garden in the summertime. Let's go, deal with the gardener. And I've noticed that even my children are the same way. I think Steven just posted him and Samara cooking. She was like Speedy Gonzalez in the kitchen.
And
I'm like, slow down and enjoy it.
That's amazing when a father can spend time with their children, especially with their daughters, and give that quality time to show them this, because that's letting a young girl know how a woman's supposed to be treated by a man, by how her father shows her.
Mm-hmm. Well, they definitely are getting that, because my boys are good fathers, and I would, nobody can tell me anything different.
Shout out to all the D-Y. I know, we gonna change it.
Okay, D.
All these daddies. It ain't just my baby daddy. Ain't just my baby daddy.
She was hood.
That song was...
No.
It ain't none of that.
I was like, when that song came out,
My baby daddy.
it was just too funny.
Yeah.
Never made anything ever
Let
again.
me tell you something, y'all.
It was a hit, though. It was a hit for 2.5.
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
2.5.
all our single fathers out there.
Yeah. You know,
That
I think
I do wanna
today
get a
these
shout
daddies, the fathers today, I think are really trying. I see a lot of good fathers out here, more now than ever.
Yeah, there
I've
was a
seen.
study last year that showed that in black families right now, black men are more present in their children's lives than any other ethnic group
I believe that.
in America.
I totally believe that. I've even noticed that they're trying to comb their daughter's hair and,
Yep, and
you
braid
know,
and all that stuff.
love it. Love it. And the daughter, excuse me, they don't realize how much their daughters are going to remember. They're going to remember that stuff. They're going to remember the interactions with their fathers. You know, it's important. You know, girls, we need our daddy. We need our daddy. We want our daddies around. I didn't have my father around. My father came around when I was like 14 years old. And he's passed away now. But he was a pastor, so I was a reverend's daughter. You know what they say about the reverend's daughter? That ain't true though. No truth to that. So,
Hey, you guys, our time is winding down. I just wanted to introduce my sister to y'all. I might have to get off of here and put on some E40.
not E40, some Tupac.
Yeah, get a little
Tupac.
gangster fired up in here.
Gangster.
So gangster-fied.
Tupac. Tupac was the man. Tupac and Biggie.
Yes.
It was a couple more. Snoop. Am I missing somebody? Oh, Ice Cube. You can't forget about Ice Cube.
Oh.
Ice Cube was the man. That was my husband in silence. Nobody knew.
She got to go be her husband. He was hot though. He was kicking it with me.
On the West Coast, so it's E40. Too short.
I didn't like Too Short. He was a little disrespectful.
I like my East Coast, and
Too Short was
So you was
disrespectful.
in Nas, Wu-Tang Clan, Common.
who is on our list.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't
No.
Wu-Tang Clan is on our
Wu-Tang
list.
Clan is on our list.
Yes.
Cannabis.
Cannabis is on our
Who's
list.
Cannabis?
Cannabis is he was the battle rapper.
Cannabis. I'm gonna show my sister, so no disrespect. She gonna know by the end of this night what it is.
What
He came to Kansas City a couple times too.
Yeah.
It's a great
Speaking of music, you know, all of the educational My Three Sons music will stream on YouTube, so you will be
Yes.
able to purchase those songs, all the educational music, all you daycares out here, preschools. The only thing that you won't hear in that music is My Three Sons. So when you know, but there's tons of education music that I wrote myself. If it wasn't me, it was Christopher Johnson, aka YD Party Productions or YDJ. I don't know. He's doing everything right now. I'll tell you, Chameleon. So anyway, I just have had a ball, and thank you
This
so
is
much.
the Kansas City Snap LLC.
All right.
One Voice Radio. Afini Records. Paula Johnson. Reflections.
Miss Bently. She just can't seem to get that in her soul.
Because I can't believe my sister married. That's why.
I know, 48 years. It took 48 years. That's okay. I was never the one that says, I'm married now. I wasn't, I was okay. Everybody wanted to be married. Girl, I'm married and miserable. No, I'm good.
Anyway, y'all, I love y'all.
Thank
I love
y'all
each
for
and every last
watching.
one of my love bugs. And with that all being said, oh, don't forget if you men want to grow your beard, make sure you get some of this spray.
Alopecia, hair breakage,
And for the women as well.
won't grow. 744-0404, and it's actually going to be 0400. I'm sorry, and it's actually going to be at Ozzy's Beauty Depot. And the Keep It Pretty hair clothing line is going to actually be at Sugarfoot's Boutique, as well as the Reflections Campus grounds. So
I want to give a shout out to my cousin Shauna Livingston. Happy weekend to you, my cousin. I love you. We over, mwah. We over now. Kansas City.